Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have with us Kasia Hein-Peters. She is a visionary healthcare strategist and best-selling author. Kasia leverages her expertise to empower life science entrepreneurs, drive innovation, and transform patient care. With a proven track record in healthcare, AI, and innovation management, she is a prominent figure shaping the future of healthcare and biotech. Today, we're going to talk to Kasia about her latest innovation called the Innovation Planner 2025. It is a groundbreaking framework designed to help organizations and leaders effectively plan their innovation pipelines. Let's dive into this remarkable planner and learn more from her insights. Hi, Kasia. How are you?
Hi, Amira. I am great. Thank you very much for inviting me again.
So good to have you here again. Guys, if you have not watched my interview with Kasia from, I think, last year, I will link it up here somewhere and you can watch that. I will also link it in the description box so you can go and find the link there. So, Kasia, why don't we start by asking you to tell us a bit about your background and what inspired your journey in healthcare and innovation?
Thank you. Without spending too much time talking about myself, I may start by saying that I am a physician, so I was always affiliated with healthcare from very early on in my life, in my professional life, or maybe even as a child, because my mother was a pediatrician. So I mean, healthcare and physicians and all the things related to hospitals and treating diseases were always somehow around me. Then I became a psychiatrist. I practiced for a couple of years as a psychiatrist. When I started really being more interested in innovation is through my work in the pharmaceutical and medical device sector. And I think what was very interesting is, as a physician, you usually do not realize how big impact the industry can have on public health and people's lives, because every introduction of a truly successful new treatment can save from hundreds of thousands to millions lives, obviously depending on how big the disease is and how many patients out there. Especially interventions like antibiotics, vaccines. When you introduce a product like this to the market successfully, lives are saved. And I think that was my major driver always behind supporting innovative options. And then when I stopped working for big companies, I focused a little bit more on startup companies and smaller companies, because I think that they are less risk averse than big companies, and they basically create more new breakthrough innovations than some big pharmaceutical and big medical device companies. So I wanted to help them to make these innovations as successful as possible for the sake of patients.
Okay, that's very interesting. So I want to talk about your Innovation Planner 2025. So tell me, Kasia, what is the Innovation Planner 2025 and what makes it unique compared to other planning tools in the market?
Yes, so that's a very new project of mine.
Congratulations.
Just published on Amazon 3 weeks ago. So, hot from the press. And what makes it unique is, first and foremost, I don't think a tool like this exists. There are many books about innovation out there, and then there are planners out there. But there's never a combination of a planning tool and what I would call a workbook. Because this planner is really a self-paced learning program that you can do over the next 12 months. You can obviously do it faster if you want, but it does have not only a classical calendar, like every planner, but every month there is an article, one or two. Then there is an exercise that you can do for yourself, and also QR codes that link to free online courses. Now, these courses normally are not free. They are free for people who buy the book, and there is a redeem code to actually access the course. So in some ways, it's, as I said, it's a self-paced, but it's also a self-coaching program that directs you through these different training courses and different articles that address the main sort of challenges of innovation management.
Okay, wonderful. So, what challenges do companies typically face when trying to incorporate innovation into their business strategies? And how does the innovation planner address these issues?
I think that the most frequently what I've seen is some gaps in capabilities. And when I talk about capabilities, I really have the organizational capabilities in mind, which consist of 4 aspects: competencies, processes, governance, and systems. So a company, for example, may not have enough people with the right competencies. And innovation competencies are, I would say, not easy to find because there is no established curriculum that teaches people innovation. So people who are in charge of innovation, they usually follow existing company procedures, rightly or wrongly. They usually learn on the job. Sometimes they go to courses, sometimes they buy courses online, but in some ways it's difficult to become a truly professional innovator without existing proper systematic curriculum. And this planner actually provides that. A curriculum that is aligned with the recently updated ISO 56000 standards that actually are for innovation management. So the book is fully aligned with international standards and actually provides a thorough curriculum for people who want to become professional innovators. So that's competency. The second is the process. Companies sometimes, especially companies that work in silos, they do not have one process that links the innovation from the very early beginning, the ideation phase, through development and then commercialization. The silos prevent people from properly working together, and the process therefore is somewhat fragmented. Sometimes it also results in the lack of alignment in the business strategy and innovation strategy, because they are basically done by different people and different groups. So that's the process part. Then there is the governance, which I think is somewhat linked with the process. Who makes decision, how the selection is made, who is actually responsible for the innovation pipeline, who is then responsible and how the commercialization happens. So I've seen companies that, for example, develop very nice products that could become innovations, but they do not have the right commercialization process, and their launches are sort of hit and miss. And then finally, there are systems. You know that innovation management also requires specific software. And again, there are very few software solutions on the market that provide the support for the entire innovation management system. Lots of software that enhance creativity. There are some software that are responsible for project management. There's no really many good software options that provide companies with this systematic from the idea to implementation process and support it properly. So again, in summary, it all comes down to some aspects of capabilities being misaligned with the company innovation strategy.
So let me understand this. This planner is supposed to help healthcare companies further innovate their systems, their processes, their tools. Am I correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
And I would also add, even though I address the planner to my friends and colleagues in healthcare and in life sciences, in fact, the methodology that is offering is industry agnostic. Because the methodology in the innovation planner comes from the company called Innovation 360, which is aligned with the ISO 56000. So you can really deploy it in any industry you want.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, adjusting to specificity of your industry.
Okay. And then these trainings that we can take, if we buy the planner, you showed us a QR code just now, and you said that we can actually take them for free because we bought the planner, right? So these trainings are given by you?
Two of them, yes.
Okay.
But I tap into, again, the Innovation 360 online training platform.
All right.
And I picked a few other trainings that I find specifically useful for this particular planner. So for every training, the planner provides a QR code to link with the training, and then provides a redeem code, which makes the training free.
Okay, wonderful. So, Kasia, can I please request you to show us a little bit, go through the planner a little bit, and show us, if I were to buy this planner today, what am I getting from it? What is it offering to me? How is it set up?
Yes, so definitely. So maybe I'll start from saying that it does look, on the surface of it, it does look like a book.
Okay.
It has the content. And then it also, because it's a planner, it has a calendar. So you have 2025, 2026 calendars, and then some articles start right after that.
Can you explain what these articles are for and how are they going to help me?
So, for example, in January, we start with explaining what is really innovation.
Okay.
Why should we innovate? Showing an example of Innovation 360 methodology to innovate. Okay. And then, again, QR code for the training, about the methodology.
Got it.
Right? That's it. And then you have a few pages of weekly planners. Because the idea is that you are a professional who has innovation projects.
Right.
And you monitor them. So this is a classical planner where you write your weekly goals, milestones. Here you have notes that you can make. And week by week, every month has these weekly pages, so that week by week you actually use it as a regular planner that you would have done normally in your work, right? But it's optimized for you to monitor your goals as the innovation professional. So it might be your educational goals, for example, your training goals, and could be monitoring of your projects as well.
Right.
So it has elements of, I would say, a very classical business planner that helps people to monitor and basically track their projects and their objectives. And then, after a few weeks of a planner, we go to the next month, and then we have a next article. And this article is, for example, in February, is about 3 horizons of innovation. And 3 horizons of innovation is a concept that helps companies to manage not only the current business, which is Horizon 1, and this is what companies very frequently do. They spend a lot of time and resources to improve the current business without taking into consideration the next phase, which is Horizon 2. What is the next big thing that we will sell, that we will bring to the market? Or Horizon 3, which is looking even further into the future, and more uncertain future, to basically search for maybe technologies or market forces that are not yet fully established, and trying to understand how they influence us in the next, maybe 5, maybe 10 years. So, and then, for example, this article also has an exercise that asks you, as the innovation professional, to basically list your projects across these horizons. So asks you, do you have, for each strategic imperative that you are in charge of, do you actually have projects across these 3 horizons? Month by month, you get these articles, you get these calendars, and then you get the articles on a specific topic, related exercise, that is your individual exercise that you can do from your line of work. And then you have, throughout the entire planner, there is the access to 6 different courses.
Okay, so in fact, this is not just a planner, it's also a tool for self-development, and you are educating yourself, and everything is compiled for you, and then in certain chapters or certain months, you actually have a training that goes with the thing as well.
People can self-coach to become better innovators by using this planner over the year. And I think, again, you can obviously do it faster, but I think it's, in a way, it's more systematic this way. It also does not require so much time. I think we always struggle with time. I think time is the most precious resource. And I think the second benefit of having this sort of a self-coaching program is that coaching is more effective than training. You know, that people change behavior, only 30% of people change behaviors after a training, but 60% change behaviors after a coaching. So this is like a self-coaching, tool.
If I wanted to go and learn all these things because they would help me with my work, I wouldn't have to go and research everything on my own. It's all compiled there for me in a systematic way so that I can keep learning every month while I do my planning. Very good. Very good idea. Yes.
Exactly.
Right.
And I think that, obviously, if someone wants to learn more about a given topic, that's always a possibility. That's why there are, these additional courses. But also, at the end of the planner, just show you where, there's also a possibility to schedule 30 minutes with me.
Oh.
And I encourage that, because once you're going through a planner, you actually may have questions, or you may want to go a little deeper into some of the topics. So there is a way to talk with me about some of these questions. And also there is a way to go deeper into some trainings that I offer if you are maybe not fully satisfied with the short articles.
Right.
There's always a possibility to go deeper into some of these topics through some additional training courses.
That brings me to my next question, which is, why is innovation education so critical for business owners and executives in today's market?
I think there may be, again, many reasons for that. I think that the most important is probably the fact that the market keeps changing faster than before. Even if we think about technological advancements in healthcare and life sciences, I have never seen such a fast pace. With AI, for example, just comes to mind, just imagine when ChatGPT came to the market, how quickly large language models changed everything we do.
True.
Right? Now, and then my question is, who was prepared for that? Or have the company, I still meet companies who do not use AI in their everyday work. I don't even think that it should be possible, but they don't, for a variety of reasons. But they clearly were not prepared when large language models entered the market, because nobody was watching the market. Nobody was watching these trends. And people were focused on the business as it is here and now. So I think it was partly due to the lack of education, how to manage the innovation pipeline. But so I think the fast changes in the market and the need to keep the pace with these changes and keep introducing innovative solutions successfully that respond to some of these changes, or company can obviously benefit from some of these trends as well. So I think that's why having people in the company who are truly competent about how to do it may really make the company relevant in 5 years or not.
Absolutely.
So I think that's why it is important.
Now tell us, where can people actually go and purchase the planner, the Innovation Planner 2025, and what's the best way to get started with it?
So it is available on Amazon. So I know that many countries access Amazon.com, but some countries have their own Amazon pages. So it's available on Amazon.com. It's also available on individual country pages. Now, there are some countries where only Kindle version is available. So you need to basically check for your own country if there is a paperback or if there's also Kindle. I think Kindle is mostly for people who do not need the planning piece, but they still want to get the knowledge. But if you want the actual, because Kindle is not really optimized.
You can't actually write on it, right? So
yeah, exactly. There's some possibility to write notes, but I think it's very, I would say, rudimentary. So if you want truly the planning aspect of it, in addition to the knowledge, then I recommend the paperback. But the Kindle is also available. In some countries don't have the paperback, but very few. So just go on Amazon. I think you may find it either by Googling Innovation Planner 2025 or my name as an author, and then it should come up.
Okay. Thank you so much for informing us about your planner and for taking the time out to record this video. It was a pleasure talking to you.
It was very nice talking to you, and thank you very much for inviting me. And again, if people have any questions, I am also available on LinkedIn, so connect with me, ask me questions.
We'll make sure to link all your contacts and LinkedIn in the description box below.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked or learned something from this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.